As a horrendous hurricane makes landfall in northern Florida, a young woman named Haley goes back to her hometown to make sure her stubborn father has evacuated. She finds him injured in the crawlspace beneath his home, which is quickly flooding due to the raging storm outside. But soon after discovering him, she realizes that they're not alone, as a large alligator guards their only exit. With the water level rapidly rising, Haley and her father must find a way to escape the basement without becoming gator bait. Initially, Crawl appeared to be a cheaply conceived cash grab, with a low-budget sci-fi channel feel. Don't get me wrong, I was still going to show up and see it, because, well, giant alligators are terrorizing people in a confined space during a storm. Yes, please. But then some great word of mouth broke out, and suddenly, it became the movie to see for the weekend. And to my surprise, Crawl is an excellent example of a superb B-movie. Where horror films like Us and Midsommar heavily produce their scares through symbolism and allegory, Crawl takes the much more straightforward approach, understanding exactly what it is. Not much subtlety to be found here. There's a monster in the house, and the people have to try to escape. It's that simple, but the simplicity makes the movie such an approachable and engaging watch. This is a straight-up creature feature that tries to be the best it can be, without being something it's not. The film opens by introducing us to Haley, showing her at practice for the University of Florida swim team. Because of this, Crawl is one of the best films of the year and gets an instant A+. Go Gators! Okay, I'm joking. But seriously, it's nice seeing your alma mater on the big screen, and it actually does play into the film thematically to a certain degree. The mascot for the University of Florida is the alligator, and Haley's identity as one feeds into her story as she has difficulty beating some of her teammates, who are also symbolically gators. So when she confronts the literal version of the reptile, she's overcoming more than just her current struggle to survive. It's a nice bit of three-dimensionality that doesn't make the film feel overambitious. But we have a horror movie on our hands, so let's get into the real meat of things. As a premise, Crawl is exceedingly clever. A house is being flooded during a hurricane, threatening to drown our characters in a short amount of time. This not only gives the film a race against the clock tension, but also provides a wonderfully intimidating atmosphere and allows for the setting to change naturally. As the water rises, Haley and her father have to travel farther and farther up the house, and not solely for fear of drowning. The gators are rather manageable when on land, but the constantly rising water level makes them increasingly dangerous. They become able to move faster and are granted wider access to the house. This setup yields a movie where the stakes and risks grow higher and higher as time passes, with multiple threats that our characters must face. But equaling the intensely suspenseful nature of the film is the fun factor of watching huge gators turn this home into a deadly obstacle course. As such, Crawl is a tightly structured and effective monster flick that will grip you for the full 87-minute runtime. The short duration allows for a perfectly prompt pace and eliminates the need for any padding or fluff. It's like the good version of Sharknado if you really think about it. Additionally, the picture fabulously injects a sense of dread and hopelessness. Anytime our characters encounter something or someone that can save them, things quickly turn south, leaving them in a worse position than they were before. So where many other horror movies might give their characters a small break every now and then, Crawl seeks to overly punish its protagonist every chance it gets, almost sadistically. Helping to elevate this film beyond its genre trappings is the cast, which essentially consists of two main players, Kaya Scodelario and Barry Pepper. Pepper portrays Haley's father in a convincing and compelling outing, but Scodelario is the true star of the picture, delivering a powerhouse performance. She gives everything she has into this role despite being in a low-budget feature. Scodelario imbues Haley with such raw determination and genuine authenticity that you can't help but admire her. This already solid movie is made better by her presence. Alexandre Aja's direction is also of note, as he does an incredible job with the film. The cramped basement pathways are shot expertly so as to evoke claustrophobia within the audience, and darkness is used to great effect for both obscurity and terror. An example of this is how the gator's eyes shine in the shadows, which actually does happen, and yes, it's just as frightening as it sounds. And the use of compositional stress, where part of the frame is left empty to generate uneasiness, is brilliant, toying with our expectations maniacally. There are also several touches that reveal Sam Raimi's producer status, such as some well-integrated perspective shots. As a movie, Crawl is better than it has any right to be. It has its corny and cliche moments for sure, but the majority of the picture is rather elegantly put together, and I never thought I'd say that. The jump scares are kept to a minimum, and once the thrills begin, you'll be hard-pressed to find many moments to catch your breath. The setting is perfect, with the hurricane acting as the physical embodiment of Murphy's Law and the gators its agents, providing plenty of fun and scary moments. This is a summer sleeper that you don't want to miss. I give Crawl an A-. Isn't it strange that the most unbelievable thing about this movie isn't how aggressive the alligators are, but that there's a house in Florida with a basement? Either way, definitely check this one out. And for those of you that have, what did you think of Crawl? Better than you expected? How does it stack up against the pantheon of killer alligator movies? Be sure to let me know in the comments section. And if you like this video, then please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel for similar content, as that would really help me out. See you in the next video.